Yo, what the fuck? Did you hear that?
Yeah. That was over there somewhere, the first one.
Yeah.
A few years ago, in January 2021, an anonymous YouTube channel run by a man named Jake uploaded a short, under 2-minute video titled "Scary Ghost Spotted on the Road Near Old Graveyard." It wasn't meant to be a horror film, but it quickly became one. Jake had set out on a solo camping trip, searching for the perfect spot to set up his tent late at night. But before he could even find a place to stop, the night took a terrifying turn. The footage begins with a dashcam recording. Jake is slowly driving down a narrow road that winds past an old, isolated graveyard. The trees lean in close, and the only light cutting through the darkness is from his headlights. Then, without warning, a figure appears, standing perfectly still in the middle of the road, dressed entirely in white. The headlights illuminate its outline, but its face remains hidden in the shadows. Jake hesitates for a second before deciding to turn back. But just as he starts to move, the recording cuts out. No explanation, no sound, no follow-up. To this day, no one knows what happened after that moment, whether Jake made it safely through the night, or what exactly that figure was standing in the dark. What do you think he saw? Let us know in the comments below. Whether what Jake saw on that empty road was real or not remains a mystery. Stories like these leave more questions than answers, and they spread fast. Because sometimes it's not the proof that unsettles people, but the possibility. And just recently, another piece of footage began circulating online. This time, it wasn't a shadowy figure on a road. It came from deep within the wilderness. This Halloween, we're doing something we've never done before. All week long, you can complete challenges to earn points. The top scorer wins the ultimate prize. Here's how it works. Post your scariest CreepyVids moment on Facebook, Instagram, or TikTok. Ask people to subscribe. Use the hashtag #CreepyHalloween and tag our channels with the links in the description. That's 30 points per post, 1 per day. Leave comments under CreepyVids, ScaryVids, or DeepVids videos. Up to 3 comments per video count, worth 5 points each. Invite a friend to subscribe. If they leave a comment saying, "I joined thanks to," you'll get 10 points for every new subscriber. Watch carefully for the hidden word. Each day, a letter will appear, with the final letter revealed in the October 31st Halloween special. Guess the full word and email it to us for 20 points. Join in every single day, and you'll earn a 25-point loyalty bonus. And on Halloween night, a special bonus challenge will be revealed in the CreepyVids Halloween special. And winners will be announced on November 3rd. Third place gets a CreepyVids t-shirt of your choice. Second place also gets a CreepyVids t-shirt of your choice. And the first place will get an $25 Amazon gift card plus CreepyVids t-shirt of your choice. Let's see who stayed the most active. Let the best fans win. Just a few days ago, a video titled "Massive Bigfoot Caught on Hunter's Trail Cam" began circulating online, quickly spreading across multiple platforms. It wasn't just another blurry piece of wilderness footage. This one carried an unnerving sense of reality that made people stop and pay attention. The story begins with Sunny, an experienced traveler who often sets out on solo camping trips. What started as a peaceful day deep in the woods would soon turn into something far more unsettling. In the daylight, surrounded by silence and untouched wilderness, something unusual caught his eye. It wasn't movement or sound, but a structure. Something that shouldn't have been there. Near Nordegg, Alberta, Canada, a seasoned big game hunter had been scouting the same remote area. Hidden among the trees, he stumbled upon a massive structure built entirely from limbs and branches. It wasn't just random debris, it looked deliberate, constructed with purpose. Curious and cautious, he set up a trail camera, hoping to capture whatever or whoever had made it. Hours later, as he sat back at camp, his phone buzzed with a notification. A new image had just been sent from the trail cam. What it showed made him freeze. A towering, shadowed figure standing among the trees. Broad shoulders, long limbs, and a shape that looked almost human, but not quite. The footage ends shortly after. No follow-up, no clear answers. It's unclear whether the video is genuine evidence of something lurking in the Canadian wilderness or just another elaborate hoax. We'll let you decide. What do you think Sonny's camera captured that day? Real creature or staged encounter? Let us know in the comments below. Camping is supposed to be a peaceful escape into nature, but what happens when you run into someone who turns that peace into a terrifying ordeal? Tonight, we explore a chilling encounter that proves the most dangerous predator in the woods isn't an animal. The video begins with a camper named Davey, who has hiked 5 kilometers deep into the woods to find the perfect secluded spot. He is thrilled with his location, planning a simple night under the stars to test out some new gear. Everything is calm as he sets up his minimalist camp, happy to be surrounded by the quiet of nature.
It's beautiful, eh? Look at this. This is all I'm looking for, man. This is all I'm looking for. Like, this is a perfect little camp spot. Right here. Kitchen, sleeping. So we have the my Coleman bag, which is my summer bag. So I just want to have the smallest one to patch. I have my Thermarest from 2016, my Pro Light regular, and then I just have the footprint for my tent. And kitchen, just gonna grab some fresh water out of the river, and yeah, that's camp tonight. That's it. There's no tent, no tarp, no hammock, no. It's just me, the ground, and my nature.
He lays out his sleeping bag and mat, explaining his lightweight setup for the night. With no tent or tarp, it is just him and the wilderness. After a peaceful evening, he settles into his sleeping bag, ready for a quiet night's rest, completely unaware of the horrifying wake-up call that awaits him.
It's not that fucking difficult to respect other people, is it? So start showing some fucking respect if you want respect. Do you need my light to help you get out of here?
No.
No? You know how to get out?
Would you mind just giving me a few minutes? I'm still in my sleeping bag.
Why are you in your sleeping bag? You sleep in the middle of the night with a fucking stranger 20 feet away? Do you honestly think that? The answer is no. And you wouldn't feel comfortable either, would you?
All right,
no, you wouldn't. Fair enough. Fair enough.
My apologies.
That's fair enough, mate.
My apologies. I will push on.
I already got a hold of fucking RCMP and told them to fucking get over here and deal with their fucking shit. Because I'm sick of this fucking bullshit, mate.
Around 11 p.m., the tranquility is violently shattered. Davy is startled awake to find a man standing over his campsite, gripping 2 steel pipes. The stranger begins shouting aggressively, accusing Davy of camping too close and demanding he leave immediately. His tone is menacing, and the pipes in his hands signal a clear and present danger, leaving Davy in a vulnerable and terrifying position. Wisely choosing not to escalate the volatile situation, Davy remains calm and agrees to pack up his belongings. In the pitch black of the night, he gathers his gear, his heart pounding with adrenaline. The risk of staying was far too great. As he hikes away from the confrontation, he processes the sheer terror of the moment, recounting how he was sound asleep when the man appeared just feet away from him, armed and hostile. The night takes another tense turn when, disoriented in the dark, he accidentally stumbles directly into the stranger's camp before quickly moving on.
All right, my friends, well, camp is back set up again. So there's the bag, there's the sleeping setup, and again we have the 2 tethered together. That knife should be up for my use. So yeah, I've calmed down on that incident. I still, like, inside me, I still think he needs his teeth kicked down his fucking throat. But we've moved on. We're in a better place. At least now I don't have to worry about some guy standing 10 feet away from me with 2 steel pipes. It's like for gas lines and stuff, you know, like that black iron pipes. That's what he had, 2 of them, 1 in each hand. So at least now I'm not worried about that. We can sleep peacefully and yeah, just enjoy our night. We just want to sleep outside, man. That's all we're trying to do.
After hiking further into the woods, Davy finally finds a new spot to settle down for what's left of the night. Though physically safe, he is clearly shaken by the encounter. He describes the weapons the man was holding, black iron pipes used for gas lines, and reflects on how easily the situation could have turned violent. The simple gear test had become a fight for survival. While ghosts and strange noises in the woods are unsettling, a direct confrontation with an armed and aggressive person is a far more tangible and immediate threat. You can never predict human behavior or know someone's true intentions. Fortunately, Davy's calm reaction and quick thinking allowed him to walk away unharmed. His experience is a chilling reminder that sometimes the greatest danger in the wilderness walks on 2 legs. Camping in a haunted forest is one thing, but what happens when the living prove to be just as terrifying as the dead? Tonight, we'll explore a chilling overnight investigation where the line between a paranormal encounter and a dangerous human threat becomes terrifyingly blurred. Meet Moxley, the fearless explorer behind the YouTube channel Moxley's Paranormal World. Moxley ventures into some of the UK's most haunted locations, armed with his gear and a mission to capture evidence of the afterlife. His videos are known for their raw, unfiltered approach to ghost hunting, taking viewers on authentic and often frightening journeys. But in one of his most ambitious campouts, he and his friend Ming would discover that some forests hide dangers that are all too real, blurring the lines between the spectral and the sinister. On a dark evening, Moxley and his friend Ming arrived at the infamous Pretoria Pits, a place steeped in tragedy from a mining disaster in 1910 that claimed 344 lives. Their plan was simple: set up camp and conduct a paranormal investigation in one of the UK's most haunted forests.
Tonight we're going on a haunted camp. This place has got so many reports of hauntings dating all the way back to 1910. Even before that, the workers down in the pits, they were witnessing paranormal activity. We're going to find somewhere to camp, and then I'll talk a little bit more about the stories of the hauntings up here, and then we'll do a bit of a paranormal investigation.
After finding a secluded spot to pitch their tents, the woods quickly began to reveal its unsettling nature. They hadn't been there long before strange sounds echoed around them, what sounded like children's voices and a disembodied cough, putting them on immediate alert.
You can hear them, can't you?
Did you hear that?
Yeah. That was over there somewhere, the first one.
Yeah. It sounded like kids to me.
It sounded like 2 kids and a female to me at the time. But I've just been saying there on camera that it could be anybody, couldn't it?
It could be. It's early evening yet.
Of course it is.
As they settled in, Moxley's unease grew. While setting up, he caught a glimpse of a dark shadow moving silently through the trees. Not long after, a sharp, loud whistle pierced the air, confirming they weren't the only ones in the woods.
Not too sure what that was. Just like a black shadow went. That fucking scared me then. That was very loud, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was really loud.
I was like, hey. So there is people in the woods. That will explain what I seen going past then.
The feeling of being watched intensified, leading them to question if someone was following them, intrigued by their large packs and camera equipment. Their fears were confirmed when, in the pitch-black darkness, a bright torchlight suddenly appeared, moving deliberately through the distant trees before vanishing.
That was definite lights, wasn't it?
That was definite light. It's still there.
Is it still there?
Yeah.
Can't really see it on the camera, but
I can.
they'll know we're there now.
I'm not sure. But the time zoom in for it. I don't think it's going to do it, mate.
As if the human presence wasn't unsettling enough, the location's haunted history began to bleed into their reality. Loud, distinctive bangs suddenly erupted from the direction of the old pits, a sound with no logical explanation.
And then all of a sudden, you heard these bangs coming from here. You heard it, didn't you?
It was loud, mate.
It was distinctive, I'll tell you that now.
It was very distinctive. It was like doosh, doosh, doosh.
We really don't know what they were.
Feeling increasingly vulnerable, Moxley decided to walk the perimeter. While he found no one, his Spirit Talker app delivered chilling messages. Moments after he returned to camp declaring the area clear, a distinct, disembodied voice spoke from the very direction he had just searched.
Who's here with me? Who's out here in this forest? There's nobody there, mate.
Listen, well, I'm glad you've got your camera on.
I heard that voice then.
Yeah.
The night took an even more terrifying turn. Just as Moxley was about to head out for a solo investigation, he spotted two sets of bright torches moving directly toward their camp. He and Ming watched in silence as the lights approached, only for the strangers to abruptly switch them off, plunging the woods back into darkness. Suddenly, a disorienting strobe light flashed in their direction before the presence vanished entirely.
Right. There's two sets of torches coming towards us, mate.
Right, okay.
I knew I heard something. When I was laying in the tent, I knew I heard something. Yeah, there is. I'm going to flash back over towards them. They're over there, where my torch is now. Yeah, you can see it. See them? Yeah, that's getting brighter and brighter. Whoa.
Hello.
It's gone off.
No.
Oh.
Now certain they were being targeted, they decided against splitting up, realizing the potential danger of who, or what, was toying with them from the shadows. Trapped and on edge, they waited for morning. With the rain finally subsiding, Moxley ventured out one last time with his EVP recorder. The evidence was undeniable, but it did little to calm his nerves about the human threat that still lingered. The night left Moxley and Ming with a chilling mix of paranormal evidence and the terrifying realization that they were being stalked. Were the strange lights and sounds the work of hostile locals, or were the spirits of the pit disaster making their presence known? Perhaps it was a horrifying combination of both. Fortunately, they made it through the night without a direct confrontation, but the experience served as a stark reminder that in the deep, dark woods, the greatest threat may not be the ghosts of the past, but the people of the present. Some places are steeped in legends so dark they warn visitors to stay away. But what drives someone to enter one of these locations alone in the dead of night? Tonight, we'll explore a forest known as the Bermuda Triangle of Transylvania, a place where people are said to vanish without a trace. Meet Robert Bloch, the brave explorer behind the YouTube channel bearing his own name. Robert is known for venturing into some of the world's most haunted and mysterious locations, often alone, pushing the boundaries of fear to uncover the truth. But in this particular investigation, the forest itself would push back, testing his courage in ways he never could have imagined. His journey began with an ominous encounter. Before he even set foot in the woods, a local woman offered a chilling warning about the dangers that lurked within, her concern palpable as she questioned his decision to go alone.
You're going alone?
Yeah.
Okay. Be careful, there are wild animals. Wild animals? Yes, they are. You gotta tell people that you're going there. Make sure you have a signal on your phone.
Undeterred, Robert pressed on, explaining the forest's terrifying history to his viewers. Known as Hoya, the Forest of Shadows, it's a place infamous for unexplained disappearances, strange lights, and a mysterious clearing in its center where nothing grows, a phenomenon that baffles scientists to this day.
This is Hoya Baciu, the Forest of Shadows. They call it the Bermuda Triangle of Transylvania. A shepherd once vanished here with 200 sheep. At the center lies a circle where no trees grow. Scientists can't explain it. In 1968, a man photographed a UFO above this clearing. Since then, people reported compasses spinning, batteries dying, even scratches on their skin. Some whisper about portals, others about ghosts. And tonight, I'm here, alone. Will the clearing reveal its secret?
Armed with this knowledge, he stepped into the darkness, determined to see if the clearing would reveal its secrets. The deeper he ventured, the heavier the atmosphere became. The silence of the woods was suddenly shattered by a strange, sharp noise that stopped him in his tracks, his fear immediately escalating.
Yo, what the fuck?
From that moment on, a profound sense of unease settled over him. He openly admitted to his camera just how uncomfortable he was, his confidence beginning to waver as the oppressive darkness of the forest seemed to close in around him. As paranoia began to set in, Robert decided to use his equipment to search for answers. He pulled out his EMF meter. After finding the first meter's battery nearly dead, he switched to a second one, and the unthinkable happened.
Show the other one, because the other one is almost empty.
The device suddenly roared to life, its lights flashing and alarms screaming wildly as it spiked into the red. It was going insane, reacting to an unseen energy source that Robert couldn't explain, leaving him utterly terrified by the violent and undeniable reading.
Oh my fucking god. Why is it so... What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck? It's going insane. This thing is going nuts. Guys, do you see that? What the hell? What the hell did just happen?
Shaken by the EMF activity, Robert then turned his attention to the sky, hoping to catch a glimpse of the strange aerial phenomena the forest is known for. It wasn't long before his camera caught something, a brief, unexplainable reflection of light in the distance.
Did you see that? There was something. Okay, I saw some reflection at the end. Maybe it's an animal, but I really don't know.
Though he considered it could be an animal, the incident only fueled his growing dread. He confessed that the place was driving him crazy, the feeling of being watched becoming too much to bear. Robert was left alone in the dark, overwhelmed by a force he couldn't see or understand. Was it the spirits of those who vanished? A portal to another dimension? Or simply the forest's oppressive energy preying on his mind? The wild EMF readings and strange lights suggest something was there with him that night, something that wanted him to know he was not welcome. While he made it out safely, the experience left a permanent mark. Some mysteries are best left unsolved, and some places are best left alone. Robert Bloch learned the hard way that when you stare into the abyss of a place like Hoya Forest, the abyss stares right back. What begins as a quiet retreat into nature can quickly turn into something far more unnerving. For one camper, a peaceful night beneath the trees became a slow descent into fear. Meet Phil, the creator behind the YouTube channel Hike SLAM. Through his channel, he shares his passion for the outdoors, taking viewers along on his hiking and camping adventures. His videos typically capture the serene beauty and quiet solitude of nature. But one trip into the Virginia wilderness would shatter that peace, replacing it with a creeping sense of dread that would follow him through the night. On the day before Thanksgiving, Phil set out for what he expected to be a relaxing overnight hike. The weather was perfect, and he was looking forward to a quiet evening by the fire.
Hi, Phil here from Hike Slam. Today I'm gonna hike into the woods a little bit here in Virginia and do an overnight. It's the day before Thanksgiving. It's supposed to be cold tonight, but I'm looking forward to it. This is gonna be a lot of fun.
The hike started off beautifully, but it wasn't long before he found the first sign that something was amiss. Scattered along the trail was trash with bizarre and threatening messages scrawled on it, including one that read, "Hangman is coming down from the gallows." While unsettling, he tried to brush it off and continued toward his destination.
As I was walking up, I saw some trash in the trail, and I came across this. So some Bud Light cans, plastic bat. This one, "Hangman is coming down from the gallows." Song lyrics. Other weird things. Well, hopefully I don't get murdered out here.
The strangeness, however, was only just beginning. Further down the trail, he stumbled upon a scene that was far more disturbing.
The weirdness continues.
Lying on the ground was a dead duck next to a long, rambling note that appeared to have been left very recently. A chill ran down his spine as he realized he could also see and hear a nearby campfire, meaning someone was close. This was the moment his unease turned to genuine fear.
And there's a dead duck here. A very long note. And it looks like it was just put here because it's not wet. That duck is fairly recently killed. All right.
Thoroughly spooked, Phil abandoned his original campsite plan. His instincts told him to get away as fast as possible. After a brief encounter with two women who were also terrified by a man leaving notes in the area, he decided to relocate to a completely different campsite several miles away, hoping to find safety in the distance. He arrived at the Johns Hollow shelter, which at first seemed like the perfect, peaceful refuge he was looking for. Feeling a sense of relief, he set up his tent, cooked dinner, and settled by the fire, finally starting to relax. To pass the time, he decided to read through the shelter's logbook, a common tradition for hikers to share their experiences. As he casually flipped through the pages, his blood ran cold. He instantly recognized the handwriting.
Wait a second. Well, I'm adjust the camera here. This writing looks almost exactly like the writing that was on that garbage a couple of miles from here. Let's see if this makes any sense.
It was the same bizarre scrawl from the garbage and the note he'd found miles away. The pages were filled with unhinged paranoid rants, confirming that the person he tried to escape had been right there, in that very shelter.
Picked up trash, collected wood for others. See Charlie Daniels' Simple Man lyrics. which I used in 2013 Facebook post, and note the rope I found with the silicone sealant can 2 miles south of that. I left it on a stump. In 2018, while I was incarcerated at the Okaloosa County Jail, what the heck? This is the same ramblings from the guy that was on the other side of the river. That's kind of scary. An attempt to obscure the reality of Little Mrs. Wolf. Content. Come up with some more of those wicked schemes, JB and company, so I can show some more of your true character. In the past, the Russian collusion assertion have been followed up on many occasions with the advancement of illusions that would show discord in fiction between the colluding parties. You're falling faster. Obey your master. The Metallica lyrics.
The chilling discoveries didn't end there. Inside the shelter, he found more writing from the same person, this time on a food hook, with cryptic messages. Now completely on edge, Phil retreated to his tent, every sound in the darkness amplifying his fear. And then he heard it, the unmistakable sound of someone moving around down by the shelter in the middle of the night. He didn't wait to see who it was.
I was down in my tent, not asleep, kind of just like lying there staring at the tent walls, listening to all the sounds, and then I heard somebody down by the shelter. So at first I had to convince myself it wasn't what I thought I heard. Packed it up very quickly. I don't think I left anything behind, and I just walked past. As I walked past, I did look. It did look like a single guy hanging out in the shelter. He had a headlamp on. All I could really see was the light from the headlamp. So
He frantically packed his gear, and as he fled, he glanced back to see a single headlamp bobbing in the darkness where he had just been. He hiked out as fast as he could, leaving the terrifying mystery of the woods behind him. What began as a peaceful solo trip spiraled into a night of pure terror. We may never know who was at the shelter that night, but Phil's decision to trust his instincts and flee likely saved him from a dangerous confrontation. It's a terrifying reminder that when you're alone in the vast wilderness, you are never truly alone. And the greatest threat might not be the animals, but the people who wander in the dark. Now that was all for today, folks. If you enjoyed these clips, subscribe to my channel and click to see more on the video on screen.